Missed Rose on True TV, 76,000. I said this last time. Shout out to Mrs. Me Too.
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Angel Reese faces a stark reality. Her once bright spotlight is fading as league viewership plummets. Once a celebrated figure, she now finds herself at the center of scrutiny. Has her leadership done more harm than good? The numbers reveal a far more shocking truth.
Americans are clearly not interested in watching pretend basketball. That's not my opinion, it's a fact.
When the groundbreaking league tipped off, expectations soared. Marketed as a revolutionary force in women's basketball, it made a strong debut, attracting an impressive 300,000 viewers in its opening games.
We've got to be completely honest here. It is a league first and foremost, and the most important thing is that the league long-term is going to be profitable, or at least it looks like it has the potential to be. Otherwise, once that TV deal is done in 3 years, it's over. And right now, this has not been the greatest look in the world for Unrivaled.
Fans were eager to see the league's biggest stars shine on this new stage, with Angel Reese among the most highly anticipated attractions. However, as the season unfolded, a troubling trend emerged. Viewership began to plummet, especially during games featuring Reese. Now, with some matchups struggling to surpass 100,000 viewers when she takes the court, a pressing question arises. Is Angel Reese failing to captivate audiences as expected?
Journal, Unrivaled, averaging 204,000 viewers to date. Monday night, there were 2 more games broadcast on TNT. The first game was between the Vinyl and the Phantom. Interesting choice of words, Phantom. It perfectly describes their ratings. Their audience is a ghost. They literally cannot find people willing to watch.
Angel Reese entered the Unrivaled League with high expectations. Many believed she would outshine the competition, driving ticket sales and viewership numbers much like Caitlin Clark. However, that's never been Reese's game. Unlike Clark, she lacks the same magnetic pull on audiences. Now, as viewers increasingly tune in to watch rising stars like Kate Martin, interest in Reese appears to be fading, with some actively choosing to skip her games altogether.
But Angel Reese does not belong in this league. Angel Reese, this league is a paycheck for Angel Reese.
When Reese takes the court, the league's viewership drops significantly, raising doubts about her impact as a marquee attraction. While other stars sustain or even boost ratings, Reese's games consistently see a sharp decline. Several factors could be at play. Perhaps fans anticipated a more dominant, refined version of her game, or maybe the heightened competition is exposing weaknesses that weren't as apparent at the collegiate level. Regardless of the reason, the dwindling numbers signal a troubling reality for both Reese and the league.
Is that the Rose and Lunar Owls game had 89,000 people. There were less than 100,000 people watching this game. I mean, that is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Like, this was a game. This was a game where Angel Reese played. She is supposed to be the biggest draw in the league.
One of the lowest points of Reese's early tenure came when she was benched in favor of Lexi Hull, who had outperformed her in key areas. The coaching staff made a bold decision, leaving Reese on the sidelines as Hull took over. When Reese did play, she had her worst game of the season, struggling offensively, looking lost on defense, and failing to make an impact. A glaring moment saw her miss a putback layup, with the ball hitting the bottom of the rim, a clip that quickly spread on social media. These struggles have only fueled the debate. Is Reese truly a star or just a product of hype?
Angel Reese played over Azare. They started Angel Reese in the fourth over Azare, and look, Angel Reese had a horrific game. A terrible game.
The drop in viewership when Reese plays raises a key question. Why aren't fans staying to watch? One reason could be the gap between expectations and reality. With a strong brand, many assume she'd dominate as she did in college. However, the pro level is tougher, and her struggles are clear. Fans expecting the same dominance may have tuned out. Reese excels in the paint, but today's game values versatility, shooting, and pace, areas where she's lacking. Her recent benching for Lexi Hull only fuels doubts. When a hyped player is sidelined, it impacts confidence and fan interest, making her games less of a draw.
Unbelievable. Lexi Hull showing Angel Reese how it's done. It was an awful game for Angel Reese. Guys, she's getting worked.
The Unrivaled League has been a humbling experience for Angel Reese. The sharp drop in viewership when she plays, combined with her struggles on the court, is an undeniable wake-up call. Whether this is just a slump or a deeper exposure of her limitations remains to be seen. One thing is clear: if Reese wants to reclaim her star power, she can't rely on past accolades and social media buzz. She needs to prove she's more than just a name. She has to be a true game changer. The league was meant to be a fresh start for women's basketball, but for Reese, it's feeling more like a harsh reality check. The next few games will be crucial in determining whether she can turn things around, or if the league and its fans are ready to move on without her.
But Angel Reese specifically has been brutally exposed, and her own fans have stopped watching her in this thing. They have stopped watching. How do you know? 89,000 viewers last Saturday when she was on TV. 89,000!
Angel Reese wanted her moment, a signature shot to silence doubters and stake her claim as a true star. Standing confidently at the logo, she pulled up for a deep three, a move Caitlin Clark had perfected. But instead of swishing through the net, the ball clanked hard off the rim, the miss so brutal that the crowd let out an audible groan. It was a defining moment, but not the one Reese had envisioned.
She's incredible. She's got range that you have to pick her up basically as soon as she crosses the half court line, because she's dangerous from everywhere. Like you're watching shooting against her. Like Caitlin Clark's going to be in that conversation here for years. Not like that girl can flat out shoot.
While Reese struggled, Kate Martin proved to be Unrivaled's true breakout star. In a league filled with big names, she quietly became its most consistent and effective player. No hype needed. Against Reese, she made it clear who the better player was. Martin fueled the Laces, dominating on both ends with relentless energy. She scored, facilitated, and hustled for every loose ball. When Reese drove into the lane, Martin met her head-on, sending her crashing to the hardwood, a defining moment of contrast. The Laces controlled the game from start to finish, exposing every weakness in Reese's team. While Martin led with poise, Reese struggled to find her footing. As the final buzzer sounded, the Laces remained undefeated, while Reese's squad continued to falter. So far, the only true star to emerge from Unrivaled was Kate Martin. No flash, no noise, just skill, toughness, and the mindset of a leader.
So there's probably not one individual player that has benefited more from Unrivaled than Kate Martin. Look, Kate Martin was somebody that came into the WNBA and nobody, and I mean nobody, thought she was going to make the Las Vegas Aces roster. Like, the Las Vegas Aces drafted 3 players. Obviously, Liz Kitley was injured. Everyone thought Liz Kitley's probably going to go and make that Vegas team eventually. And a lot of people thought Deasia Fair was going to make that team. But Deasia Fair gets cut, Kate Martin makes the team, and within 5 games, she is a starter.
Reese's struggles have raised questions. Can she adapt? Can she prove she's more than just a name? For now, Kate Martin has outshined her, and the Laces remain on top. If Caitlin Clark were in the league, it wouldn't even be close. She'd be draining logo threes, torching defenders, and putting on a show. Unrivaled was meant to showcase elite talent, but it's struggling to keep viewers engaged. Clark's presence wouldn't just dominate, it would highlight the gap between her and the rest. Instead, Clark is preparing for another record-breaking WNBA season. Meanwhile, Unrivaled's viewership is fading, and without true superstars, it's failing to meet expectations. The league has talent, but no one with Clark's skill, shooting range, or ability to draw an audience. Without her, Unrivaled is losing its spark.
Was in the lab shooting, but this is just, man, spectacular. Look at her getting it in, bro. 54 shots in 3 minutes. Got fast, she getting them shots off.
If Lexi Hull is making the layups, man, and getting rebounds, you might as well just go ahead and trade Angel Reese if you're the Laces. What are they, the Lace?
On her birthday, we take no days off over here, folks. We take no days off over here. Caitlin Clark in the gym, of course, getting in some work, on her birthday. The job is not done.